This is a Lion Pond Beats production. This is a Lion Pond Beats production.
Signal 27 Show.
The best live stream podcast in the city.
Thank you all for tuning in to the Signal 27 Show this week. We are back and in the community with a few of the cast members from the hit play Hetero's Closet, which will be at the Murray Hill Theater on January 15th for their encore show. So if you have not seen the first show, you have enough time right now to see the second, okay? Also, please like, comment, and share the video. We go live anytime anybody want to come on a community show on Thursdays. So any Thursday, you know, somebody that's doing something in the community and they want to get on the podcast, please send them my way, because we want to let people know that there are things that you can do in the city of Jacksonville that's just not club hopping and drinking. You know what I'm saying? You have stuff like plays that you can go to, comedy shows that you can go to, stuff that's at Veterans Memorial Arena. There's just things that you can do other than getting drunk or going to church or something like that, you know, because everybody want to go to church. Okay, never mind. I'm hitting on the touchy subject. I apologize. But I want to first and foremost, as you can see next to me, my brother Randall, that's right there next to me, Randall Cruz. Y'all give it up for Mr. Randall Cruz. Oh, let me find my claps. There we go. Yeah.
Give it up
to him.
Yeah. I see you, Tasha.
And then to the left of Randall is none other than Herb Robertson.
Boom, in the house.
As soon as my switch want to switch over, give him some claps. There we go. Yeah.
I appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying? So, well, before we get started, just tell me a little bit about yourself, Herb. We're going to go around the room. Hey, Ebbs, how you doing? Whoop, whoop.
Okay, all right. Rounded with a whoop, whoop. Okay. All right, that's it, Ebbs. Just about. Okay, all right. All right.
Yeah,
just like that. I
leaving
appreciate
people
that.
out. It's a hype thing.
Right. Yeah, this tag team, whoop that is or something like that. But no, man, I'm Herb Robertson. All right, born and raised Tuscaloosa, Alabama. I still be rocking with y'all. You know, just a little bit. I'm a whisper 205 because y'all be tripping sometime. Tuscaloosa, dang, I know I don't live there, but that's all right. I'm gonna claim Florida when I get bigger. Jacksonville, Duval, y'all let me cross that fence because y'all know I live in Clay County. But anyway, born and raised, man, as far back as I can remember, I've always loved to act. I've always been the class clown. And like I said, this would have stemmed before kindergarten, before I knew what acting was, and it was about first grade or so. That's when I realized, man, I really love being in front of people. This little play thing that we did in first grade, that was it. I understood, this acting stuff and things of that nature. So, yeah. What else you want to know?
Oh, no, that's good enough. Because we can kind of relate there. When I was in high school, I was in a play, but I didn't get a chance to go on stage because the girl in front of me cussed on stage. And
so she took your line?
Yeah, well. No, the principal was like, and got scared and threw everybody else. Couldn't nobody else do nothing on stage. I was like, and then we couldn't do no more plays after that. I didn't start getting into plays until we started, going to church down here. Okay. And then we went to church down here. That's when, you know what I'm saying, the bishop and stuff was like, you like to do stuff like that? And then next thing you know, I was in everything that they were doing. Okay. And when I was in everything, I think Bishop was like, listen, he's on the stage entirely too much. You know what I mean? Right. He was like, you need to go and do something else, you know? And then after that, it was like, I didn't get any more parts while I was there.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was like, after that, I ended up going to Stage of Roy, ended up doing The Color Purple there, and then just got bit by the bug. So I was doing every kind of play I can get my hands on. Then, but then afterwards, it was like, you know how you get tired? You just get like tired. I was bogged down because I was doing so much. And then out of the podcast and stuff coming through, and I was like, I can still be in front of people and still kind of act and be different and not have to be on stage all the time. I can actually be lazy and sit down a little bit. You know what I mean?
Right.
But other than that, man, it was exceptional, man. I enjoyed doing plays. You know what I'm saying? The studying and everything. It kind of gets you, especially if you don't get your words down, you know. But, you know, it might make you nervous a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, What about you, Randall? What is it that you do?
I just hope Herb doesn't yell at me too much for messing up my lines.
Oh, man, come on.
Whenever we get back on stage.
I know Herb is a stickler, ain't he, boy? Herb be like nice, nasty with you.
Yeah, that inner gangster come out of Herb. You can see it coming. Mm-hmm. I'm born and raised here in Jacksonville, so I've been here my whole life. I'm a realtor now, and I do handyman work on the side. So you guys need something, let me know. I can do that.
Handyman like what?
We do flooring, some plumbing, paint.
Oh,
this,
so
that.
when you say flooring, if I got like laminate on the floor,
Yes.
you can peel that laminate up and put down some regular stuff, or you put stuff on top of the laminate so you do less work and take more money.
We're gonna pull it up.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Then we need to talk because I need to get. I got wood floors throughout the house, other than here.
Yeah, we can get
I
this.
got turf in here. I know we can't change the turf. This got to be football all day, every day.
We can get some natural grass in here and
Some
get a little sprinkler system and a drainage system that make it go out. We'll work this out.
Don't tell me that, bro.
We can
I'll
paint
be
a
the
big
only-
Admiral's emblem right here in the middle for you because I know that's your team. So
Well, moving on. Because we're not about to get into what the Washington football team is about to do. If y'all listening, listen, okay, I'm just going to cut that part out. We're going to save that for the end because I'm going to do a special dedicated show for them if they change their name to the Admirals. I swear to goodness. If they do, everything's going to be wrong that day. You hear me?
Yeah.
You know? But moving on, nonetheless, I'm glad that y'all doing that. I'm going to get in contact with you because we do actually need the floors done. And if you do floors, then so be it. You know what I'm saying?
Not dog around.
No, I'm just saying, you got a crew because you don't expect me to help.
His last name is Cruz.
Okay, well, it makes sense, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Makes sense. You got a
all the
crew.
crews.
All right, bet. So, before we get started, I keep saying that. That's like been on my mind. See, listen, for all y'all that don't know, I just got back from Las Vegas, so I'm kind of like my thoughts is like everywhere because I lost a lot of bit of money. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, I lost a little bit of money. You know, I wasn't out there gambling heavy or nothing, but it's crazy out there. So I'm trying to get all my thoughts and stuff together. So let me make sure I got everything. All right, it's there. All right. All right. Now, with this being your second play run through wise with the crew that you got now, where you at? What have you learned the first time compared to now?
What I've learned the first time, I think it's more about you have to use some old school tactics. I think today, Tasha Mack, big shout out to Tasha. Tasha Mack had me out there in them streets. I should have worn my walking and running shoes. He had me going to just business after business, slanging tickets all over the place. You know, we didn't do that the first time. I'm thinking like, I got about, 2,000 or so little Facebook friends, and the theater don't hold nothing but a little church choir. So I'm thinking we might be able to have a little sold out show because of that. And that wasn't now we had a nice crowd, and don't get me wrong, and we had a tight crowd in there. They was very energetic. Big shout out to everybody that came the first time, come and see it the second time. But big shout out to everybody that came out there the first time. I'm thinking that social media, I had enough influence to get people out there. And I learned quick that I didn't. Today, it was, I had a spectacular time out there shaking hands and getting to know people, especially because y'all know I live way on down there. Coming all the way across here, seeing parts of town I've never seen before, or just streets I've never would have ventured down, or just sides of town I would have never thought, how do I get there? I wouldn't have known, the places we went today, I would have never known they existed had I not been with Tasha Mack that took me around and said, hey, come get yourself known. Another thing is also just really stand on top of individuals. You say I'm a stickler, we laugh about that, but you want to be able to, if there's going to be a really big hype about a show or production, or you got comedians coming through, or you're going to say that, hey, I'm the man when it comes to flooring and all this other stuff that I do, man, that's, you got to live up to that. You have to you can't let anybody slack from your expectations, because at the end of the day, they have to know that it ain't about the individual it's an us thing, and we have this big production to give to individuals that first, they paid their money to come see it. They have given up this many hours of their time to come see us. We owe them something. So,
So it's kind of like, when you say old school tactics, it was like knocking on doors,
handing out flyers. Them college days when you send out, you want everybody to come to your party, and you just standing there and you got them 5 W's: who, us, when. The time, it's about time. Like, that's a true time. But them old school flyers, you hand them out and stuff like that. So
okay, yeah, I know a lot of the comics, they have what do you call it? Foot teams, they call them. Or
Foot
foot
team,
soldiers,
yeah.
right? And they give them flyers and stuff. And you'll notice when you come out of a comedy club, it's stuff on your car. when
Right.
you come
Yeah,
out there,
we
you
know all about stuff being on cars. Mhm.
So, so it's stuff like that. So I think that's pretty cool. Maybe I have to use some of them tactics. I am definitely a person that feels the same way you did. Like I felt like, okay, well, I got close to 5,000 followers on my street team. Thank you, Ebbs. I got about 5,000 followers on my Facebook page, and I got about 26,000 followers on my TikTok page. You would think that will equate to at least 100 people wanting to see you. You know
Right,
what I mean?
right.
But it doesn't go that way, the way you expect it to go. You know what I mean? You can post as much as you want to post on social media, and sometimes they just don't respond, or they just have the idea like, okay, well, listen, I saw it, I'll remember it, but then they don't. You know what I mean?
Right,
So
right.
it kind of made me think like, okay, well, maybe I need to do some different marketing. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right,
when
right,
it
right.
comes to that. So,
Right. Can we touch on the cast real quick?
sure, go ahead.
You know, let me hit them sponsors real quick. I gotta hit them sponsors before I forget because I'm getting old and I didn't write anything down, but it's on my mind and God put it on my heart. Let me talk about this spot. Let me quick shout out to Jose Nieves. I don't know if you out there watching, brother. Man, I really appreciate it. I ain't gonna tell everybody about them $10,000 that you gave me, but I really appreciate it, man. I appreciate that. Let's let a huge shout out to Stephen, Mr. and Mrs. Stephen and Francesca or Francesca, however you say your name, Franny Lawrence. Big shout out to them. I'm not gonna tell everybody about them $10,000 that you laid on me either, but I really appreciate that, man. Let's stop Let's stop the whole segment. Let me give a huge shout out to Mr. Kenneth Walker for coming through, man. Just being a huge mentor during this whole second process of this thing. I'm not gonna tell everybody about the $10,000 that you laid on me either. Big shout out to those individuals that I just named, and big shout out, man, if you watching. I forgot to tag you in it, but I'm gonna tag you in it after this thing, man. Chris Williams, man, at Chris Williams. You can find him on Facebook as well, man. Musician, came through. I talked to him. We were complete strangers, and I tell you, man, the universe spiritually will put the people that you need in front of you in like the blink of an eye. Huge shout out to you, man, coming through, Mr. Morris, Armel, everybody. Just thank you all. Thank you. We're gonna move on to the cast right now.
Yeah, thank them. Yeah, gotta thank them.
Snap it up.
Appreciate each and every last one of y'all.
I appreciate you all that's watching. I appreciate that because you didn't have to watch me right now. Because yeah, you don't even have to pay for
Watch.
this. Y'all be paying for Hulu and Netflix and all that. Y'all don't have to pay for this live. Y'all better come on in here.
Yeah, you know, we go live every Sunday. We can be a little ignorant too. So, but nonetheless, this is not the ignorant show.
Right.
This is-
No.
We are in the community. You know what I'm saying? So what I wanted to know, because Randall is here, you wanted to talk about the cast, and Randall's part of the cast.
Right.
I'm also part of the cast.
Of course.
You know what I mean? I want to start with Randall's, like your production background. Like, what have you done to like throw you out there, Randall? You know what I'm saying? It's like,
As far as acting in the plays and things
Yeah.
like that, I wasn't really an actor. I had
oh, you wasn't. Okay, well, let's
I
see how we
wasn't
can
an
get this
actor.
started. Go ahead.
A friend of mine, Miss Sharonda Lynn.
Okay.
I think we all know Miss Sharonda Lynn. The people in this room do. She asked me to be in her play. She just needed her token white guy to be in her play.
Oh wow.
She's-
TWG, huh?
She seen my ability just oozing out of me, of my acting ability. So she asked me to be in her play. I said yes, and so from there I met Mr. Herb. Herb called me and asked me. He also seen my natural talent. Just it's
It was
everywhere.
oozing out.
It's everywhere.
Yeah.
It's everywhere. It's just it radiates.
Yeah.
Just people just see it, and it's like it glows.
Right.
I'm not gonna say it like
Oh, you got that glow, is what you're saying.
So good.
Yeah, I thought it was me. I'm glad I'm glad it wasn't me. It was, people always be like, Leroy, you got that glow, ain't you? I was like, no, I ain't got the glow. We gonna give it to Randall.
it's just rainy glow. But I was actually ended up being in Herb's play before Sharonda's play, because it's the way they had them worked out. So I've been in Herb's play. I was in Miss Sharonda's play, and now we're gonna do Mr. Herb's play again.
Yeah.
And and that's pretty much the extent of my acting ability right there.
No, you about to we're gonna once you get into it now, they give you a specific role and then you start to fit like their ideas. The best place you can be when it comes to plays is in the mind of the playwriters. You know what I mean? Because they always have something for you. Because you're rocking with them and they be like, oh, I can see him doing this, so I can see him doing that. And next thing you know, you get a call and you be like, okay, well, we doing this, and I'll be like, all right, let's go.
I was just talking to Miss Tasha Mack today. I was at her house before she left to go get carpool karaoke with
me?
with her.
It's street team.
And she her play is coming up, so she would mention auditioning for that also. So
is that this Saturday?
next Sunday.
Next Sunday?
The 16th.
16. Yep, 16 and 17.
Are we allowed to put that out there?
Oh Lord, can you edit this?
Yeah. This is live, y'all. So,
there's gonna be some auditions at some point, and we'll put it out there as soon as Miss Tasha Mack says it's got it.
okay. Well, listen, right? There is no show that to audition for yet, but you will have an opportunity, maybe. If bless God.
There's always new opportunities coming up in the area, so just keep your eye out for those.
Right, there we go. Yeah.
See, that's when a person work on floors, know how to bring it back. You know, he got skills. You know what I'm saying? My man is a realist. He know how to talk to people. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, you know this house right here might got 4 rats in it, but if you get rid of them now, you get rid of those rats and the babies. You know what I'm saying? You can make sure that this house will be right as rain. It'll be $400,000. No, but we have other people in the cast. Herb, you want to go down to people in the cast?
Yeah, man. Don't. Hey, man. It's been a long day. Don't let me forget anybody. And I normally this is how I break it down by who's paired up with who. So huge shout out to Miss Bree. I don't know if you watching Miss Bree. Bree, I'm gonna mess your last name up. Kennedy, Miss Bree. Who else? We got Charlie Bravo. We got Charlie Bravo coming through this thing. We got Ebbs, always smiling. Yeah, you can find her there. Ebbs, always smiling. We got Sharonda Lynn. We got my boy Randall Cruz. Of course, we got Duval's own comedian Leroy Gordon. We got Duval's very own DJ Miss Tan on the 1s and 2s. She don't be on the 1s and 2s in the play, but you know she be on the 1s and 2s. We also got Nick.
I'm sorry. That was funny to me.
My bad. I got scared. I was like, oh, Lord. We got, what was that? We got Nicholas Reed, a.k.a. Blue Minotti. He was here a couple weeks ago cutting up. We also got Kiera Grant. We got Colin Robertson, man. We got this dude I know named Herb Robertson in it. Who else? Shoot, that sounded
Don't forget about T2.
Oh, and T2, my homegirl T2. T2 she's rocking through. She hasn't got her Facebook profile or anything like that now, but I want a huge shout out to her as well. Let her know what's going on. Did I miss anybody? This is like the order of the show. I think that's about it. Oh, Joel Miller, man. How did we forget Joel? Like, geez, Louise. We got my boy Joel Miller coming through, and I think that's about it.
Sharonda.
Yeah, we hit Sharonda. We got Sharonda Lynn on there. Shay Lynn, as I call her. Big Sis coming through. Phenomenal cast right there. Just, hey, Jacksonville. We just named them off, and granted, you all were born and raised here. You grew up with these individuals, these professionals that I just named off. So here it is, man. You know about them. And obviously, if we put all these powerhouses under one roof on one stage, like literally Leroy, with his name alone, the floodgates, they should be wide open right there. Everybody should be fighting, trying to get up in there to see him. Because if you've seen him and his routines, if you've seen him on this show right here cutting up, you can only imagine what is about to go down on this stage. And I tell you, man, you know, as funny as he is, and I know as hard as it can be at times, he stays on script, but the way he works, the written words, it's phenomenal, you know. And I tell him that all the time, man. And his scenes with his scene partner, they're explosive. I will tell you, man, in the last show, and the 2 gentlemen that's in here with me, they can attest to this. At the curtain call, there were characters that didn't, you know, the audience didn't clap for. That's just how believable these characters were. And it's like, man, the play is over, man. Like this is an individual here. Like, no, clap for them. And you know, so the team took it serious. I'm so blessed to be working with them because they could have literally said, nope, we don't know you and we don't trust your work. And no, you know, I don't want to do that. So, but they did it, and we all had a great time. And as you can see, man, we're going to continue bringing some awesome work in 2022.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, because right after the show, me and my scene partner, we're going to be getting into our lines. You got to understand, like, it ain't no joke when it comes to doing these the plays. You got to make sure you're getting your word, because that's the only way you're going to make people believe it. The last time that we was on stage, when you listen, y'all, when you are on stage and you hear the crowd make suggestions to what you should do, you making people feel what they have to do. I don't know. I remember that one part. It was like, "Don't do it." Dog.
Right.
And I was like, "Oh, you know what I'm saying?" But I had to get off the stage, man. I was like, "You got to stay in character and not laugh or anything like that or break character." And then once you get done, you go back into the back and be like, "Man, did you hear that guy just say what he said?" You know what I mean? When I was doing plays for Something Miraculous, and I was playing an African guy. I don't know if I said this before. And when I got off stage, people thought I was really African.
Oh no.
Yeah, they're like, your accent was so good, we thought that's what you was. And I was like, well, I think I might have been that if you see me, if I, but you got to make it believable, man. You got to make it believable. Like what was the last play that you seen, Herb, that you felt like you was in touch with the characters? You know what I mean?
Well, okay, so big shout out to Tony Bigham. I hope I didn't screw your name up. The last production was hers. The Silent Scream. Silent Scream.
And I heard about that.
And when I powerful. Big shout out to the cast. I don't know everybody in it. As a matter of fact, I only know Andre Pico Train. I'm sorry. I don't know anybody, but I wish I did so I can call everybody's name out. But huge shout out to them and a phenomenal work. The play was no words. There were no words beside the accompanying songs that went with the scenes.
Oh, wow.
So you had to use your imagination and really fine tune what was going on in it and create this story about what you're seeing with these characters. I think that was a dope concept. And I'm not gonna lie, man, it was riveting to sit up in there. Like you said, you had the audience members trying to suggest and saying stuff and blah, 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 about what the characters are doing on stage. And I just thought that was so dope. Big shout out to you for that, man. I enjoyed it. Yeah, hands down.
Yeah, I know Tony. Tony, she the first time I was in The Color Purple with Tony.
Okay.
And Tony did what do you call it? What's the woman name that Oprah played?
Oh my God, my wife is watching. Girl, you better put that name up in here. We just thought about this.
She played her.
Not Suge. Man, I'm up here thinking about Women of Brewster's.
I can't think of her name.
Oh my God, Harpo. No, you're talking about Harpo the BB. God dog it.
Yeah.
Man, I'm on live right now.
She said Sophia.
I don't know. Yeah, coming in, she was looking all crazy and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she had played Sophia, and I was like, wow.
Thank you.
That's when I had started meeting a lot of people. Once you start running in this circle, you start running into the same people. So Randall, be ready. You know what I'm saying?
It's too late.
It's too late. They already know me now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but you about to get. You're gonna be like you said. Not saying that you the token white guy, but everybody got to have like that one specific person. And unfortunately, when you do stage plays, you get typecasted sometimes. You know what I mean? They be like, yo, when they write it down, like, listen, we need a white guy.
That's what happened.
Yeah, like, let's call Randall. He might, you know what I'm saying? Let's call Randall.
Look,
and see what's
he might not be busy today. He's always busy now.
Well, I'm not gonna spill too many of the beans. I'm not gonna do it right here. Okay, Jose. All right, I appreciate it, brother. Thank you. I'm not gonna spill too many beans, but if we were to just double back around to DOD production. Obviously, I'm in the military, so I tried to be clever, thinking that I would attract a lot of military folks in for Department of Defense, but that's clearly not what the DOD stands for. The meaning of it is diversity over divide. And I just feel like if all cultures came together, then that's where a bond would start, that's where love would start, that's where the healing would start, and things of that nature. So I like to be diverse. Considering I've only been living here a little over a year, I just didn't know folk. And then when I met Sharonda and she went down that lineup, and I was like, man, who this guy right here? Who is this? And she said, oh, that's Randall. And I said, man, call Randall. I need to talk to Randall. Randall answered that phone. He tried to be all sophisticated. Hi, you reached Randall Cruz. I'm a realtor. And I was like, look here, we'll talk about home buying later. What I need from you right now is you to say yes to this part that I got for you. And I said, look here, brother, I don't know how many times you've been on stage and that like that, but here's the gist of the play, and I'm trying to make this as easy as possible. And then Randall comes up in there and shows me up and says, well, this is how I'm going to do it. And the crowd went crazy. They started talking to him too. Like, oh my God, I feel so sorry for him. Baby, I'll marry you if you die. Oh,
She's not good enough for
she
you.
She ain't good enough for you. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, Randall about to die. And just there's so many emotions that's going on right now. But yeah, Randall got talked to too. Like as if they were talking to a TV. Like we don't hear them. I'm not saying don't do that because I like it. Now I can't speak for everybody else that's on stage, but when you do, don't do me like that because it's going to be another show. It's gonna be a good one, but like Leroy said, just that type of energy, man. We need it. I enjoy it.
Yo, so I mean, it brings a lot to the city when you're able to put together a show and your show goes before you and other people hear it. Word of mouth spreads real quick. Bam, bam, bam. Mm-hmm. So when I say I'm a part of a production and I feel like, okay, this and this and this was great and this was great, you should just show up. Come on, let's do it. I'm hoping with everything that's in me that people listen to my words and be like, okay, well, listen, even if you have never been to a production, be willing to try and let this one be your first time going. You know what I'm saying? Because listen, you're not doing anything anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Was the guy at the college? He was talking about, what are you doing, man? You just sitting there on the couch. You ain't doing nothing. No, man, just come out to the play, enjoy some good food. While the tickets last, because you might not get one because they going quick.
Right.
Now.
They're gonna go quick now.
They're on their way out. Those tickets.
Look, I'm telling y'all right now.
Get them now.
Hey, y'all better listen to Randall.
MHTRocks.com.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Murray Hill off of Edgewood. Yeah, go ahead, search it up. Hetero's Closet and Eventbrite. You gonna see the poster, man. Steve, I appreciate all the thumbs up. Thank you, brother. Thank you. You and Franny. Thank you. Go ahead and get them because I'm telling you, man, last time it was like, hey, we got 3 VIP left. And then in the blink of an eye, they were gone. And I literally started getting text messages from individuals. Man, they're gone. I'm sorry. It's nothing I can do. So don't be the one to procrastinate. I mean, productions go on all the time. And we've been promoting this thing like crazy for a long time. Go ahead and get the tickets, man, if you're gonna come to it. This is how we're starting off 2022. We're gonna bring the best, and that's why I wasn't hesitant about promoting other playwrights, letting you know, hey, Zarek the playwright, he's got a production coming out. Go check him out. Type his name in. I think it's Jones, Zarek Jones. I think he got a play production coming up. So there's a lot of theatrical talent and a lot of theatrical productions that's about to happen in 2022. So. Man, don't hesitate to come out and support. And I think the love will be returned, whether you're an entrepreneur, you got a small business, or this is what you're trying to do, or like, Randall's over here. He's a jack of all trades and a master of all of them. So we're not on here just talking about play productions and things of that nature. It's more of, hey, this is what here are services that we have in the community, especially in the times that we are now, where it's hard to find good work. And we clearly got Mr. Cruz over here saying, hey, that leaking faucet. Hey, I got the monkey wrench for it. Right.
I appreciate
you do use a monkey wrench on that thing because I don't know. I ain't no handyman. I'll call you. I don't have the sense to fix stuff like that, but I got the sense to call somebody that I got the know-how.
I think they used to call those monkey wrenches or pipe wrenches. Yeah.
Pipe wrench.
There we
okay. Go. All right.
It's when you mention. Never mind. You know what I'm saying? I was about to go to, but I'm not. No, but when it comes to the productions, man, because like I said, I came back from Las Vegas. And when you go to Las Vegas, man, do you know, you go to Vegas.com and they give you everything that's happening in the city.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's what kind of like, it was like, okay, well, what can I bring from what I'm seeing here back to Jacksonville? You know what I mean? There shouldn't be a reason why when you have a production and Tony have a production and Sharonda has a production, that even if it was on the same day, that there's enough going on in Jacksonville.com to see what shows are going on for you able to pick one and go to it. Yo, we wanted to go to, what's that? I can't even, Circus dos Lesless.
Right, that one.
Right. Uh-huh. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully I said the word right. But they got 3 shows out there. 3. They got which is a water one. Then they got one called Miracle or a Myriad, whatever it's called. But all of them were gone. Like all of them were sold out. And I was like, yo, they put their banners and stuff out there, and I guess the name Cirque du Soleil, whatever you call it, is a big name brand or whatever. But just the fact that they were able to go out there and everybody purchase up all of the tickets before you can even get to them. I'm talking about, we went out there for our anniversary, and before we even get out there, the tickets was already gone past our anniversary.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So there has to be like a local place for when productions go on that people know about it in advance and ahead of time, that they can go out there and they can purchase their tickets. Like, there shouldn't be a reason why we couldn't be able to go to Jacksonville.com and see all of the list of the comedy shows, all of the list of the plays, all of the list of the events. Like, you might want to go on a bike race or something like that, or whatever. But there should be like a one-stop hub for everything. So I'm looking into doing something like that. So that way, when people like, just register your thing here, okay, you want to do it, then it points you, the website points you in the direction of where you can purchase the tickets at.
Okay.
And then that way it was like, okay, so anybody who's coming to the city of Jacksonville who might be visiting for family and they want to do something, they got a list of what's going on in the city while they're here.
But you know what's crazy about that? I think her last name was Ms. Martin. That's all I remember. Ms. Martin came. We gave her a shout out. I don't know if y'all remember that during a portion of the play. She's not from here. She just so happened to be trapped. So I used to work with her nephew, and he told her, hey, when you stop in Jacksonville, this guy I used to work with doing this play, you got to go to it. She's an everyday play goer anyway. And it just so happened that here it is, someone that's just kind of passing through, venturing around the U.S., driving around or whatever, just vacation or whatever. She came through, So like you said, I don't see why other people that's traveling, or probably this is not their final destination, but they're going to be here for a couple of days. Why is it they don't know about stuff like this, especially if they're interested in it?
Exactly. You know what I mean? So that's going to be my goal. I'm going to try to figure out how to make that happen one way or the other. I know there was a young lady that was here that used to do, I can't remember her name, but she used to always do something where she would tell you what's going on the weekend. What's happening coming up on the weekend. It'll be like a little video that she puts together, and it will explain to you, okay, this is happening and this is happening. You can get stuff here and everything. But her following, she didn't have a lot of followers, but she was putting in the work. So I'm going to try to figure out, maybe I can get in contact with her, and maybe we can kind of get that up and started again, to where we know, okay, what's happening this week. Let's go ahead and push it. If you want to register your business or register your play, register it with us, and we'll let people know where they can go. Maybe create a website or something, so that way we can update it every day. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So that way it'll help with the marketing aspect of it. So maybe, that'll work. So
Right.
So Randall,
Randall.
you know what's about to happen, right? No.
No.
Yeah, I don't know neither, Randall. I'm just messing with you because
just here.
you know what I'm saying. Would this be your third play, right?
Yes.
Third, number 3. How do you feel already? You know, I'm saying that everybody had their first time when they go out and that nervousness is done. Now you're on your third one. How do you feel?
Now I'm just old school at this. I got this now.
Oh, that's what you're saying?
Where I just walk out and I'm Joseph Coates now.
Okay, well, it sounds like
Joseph Coates. I'm heartbroken. I've got my best friend that I'm in love with. She keeps friend zoning me, but it's it happens.
okay. It sounds like we're gonna have to get this guy some more lines.
Yeah, right.
See how this work out.
Right.
Boy.
I'm a
Right.
very small part of this production, but it's a really good production. Everyone that came out and seen it, that I got the feedback from, everyone loved it. It's and where else can you go for $50 and have a great plate of food? Get you something to drink and sit down and watch
A private concert before the show.
private concert before
Like
the
a
show,
comedy show before the show.
like a good concert too. Like
Right.
those boys can play.
Yeah. Man, you just don't know. Like I said, man, huge shout out to @Chris Williams on Facebook. Go find him there. Coming through in the clutch, with the clutch, or however, one of them clutches. Coming through, man. And also VIP, you get in an hour and a half before everybody else. So you get a good seat, get good parking, all that. It be getting dark real quick. So the show gonna start at 6. So we want to make sure everybody, because they thought we were playing. When I said this show gonna start on time, some people thought we were playing about that.
And I'm part of the show. And I was like, yo, okay, Herb had, there's stereotypes. Herb had destroyed that stereotype with me. Because I ain't gonna need to lie. Because when it was like this, yeah, man, the first show was gonna be like, it's gonna be at 7:00. Herb said, be here by 2. So I was like, okay, well, I ain't gonna mess with Herb too bad. I'm gonna show up on time, but I know this is a black show, so it ain't, it's gonna start at like 7:15, 7:20. Yo, 6:55, he walking through 5 minutes. And I was like,
Thank you, Five.
what?
Right. Thank you, Five.
What?
I appreciate it. I told him, I don't care if it's a million people out there, 7 o'clock, we going to start. We about to teach everybody a lesson when it comes to DOD production, Herb Robertson, and how he operates. We're not going to do it because you have folk. Look, let me tell you something. When I looked out them doors that were locked and VIP was standing out there at like 5:20 trying to get up in that joker, I was like, oh, snap. These people ain't playing. And I ain't going to lie. Now, the caterer, the food, them jokers didn't cook it. I was stressed out. God made a way.
They came
We
through.
were good. They came through. Now, I'm not going to tell y'all who this caterer is just in case y'all book this person or y'all might be kin of this person, but I swear I ain't never shopping at Publix. Do what?
I don't know if we can bleep that out.
I would say the public. That's
It's
what
a
I-
public place. that
Right, it's a
people can-
public place.
that
I
people
got
can
choked
go
up.
to.
Let me get some more water. My mouth got dry.
And you can get your bread out your grocer's freezer.
But it was they ended up coming through and it was great. Everybody
They
had a
came
great
through,
time.
man. Huge shout out to the public. They came through, and we had an amazing time, and the food was good. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I'll say it now. That Flubly dub, I think, actually enhanced the show because I had to come out nervous as I don't know what to apologize to the VIP members that showed up and they were looking for that plate of food and we didn't have it. And it was, as comedic and as funny as I think and I ain't nowhere near funny than Leroy now. So I ain't even trying to come up with that man and open his establishment. You're trying to compete when it come to jokes and stuff like that. But as funny as I think I can be at times, that was difficult to apologize to folk for a flaw. They received it well, and I think I even won over a bigger crowd because of that. And I said, all right, so what are we going to do now? Because that chicken's still cooking. And we started playing a game. And the game went over so well, they had forgot about the food. And I remember this one lady, I don't know if you're watching or we can reach out to her. She was like, I'm ready to see the show now. Just because a sincere apology from thine self about the food not being there, not trying to hide it or point fingers or say this ain't my fault and I did. Nope, I'm sorry. There it is. I'm sorry.
But see, a lot of times you have to, when you take accountability and you're genuine about it, most people are more receptive to that because they know listen, I apologize. Here's where we went to get the food. Unfortunately, they didn't cook it yet. It will be here. Just give it some time. And then that's that. People are like, okay, cool. There's nothing
Right.
that ain't no amount of arguing or getting upset is going to change the situation.
Right.
And a lot of people understood that. And I was like, okay, well then bet. No, okay, well, we'll go out there and we was mingling with the people as well and everything and just letting people know. And then even when they got the food, I was talking to them and messing with them a little bit before the show started. So at the end of the day, as long as you're genuine, your heart is genuine and you know what you're trying to do, people are more receptive to that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So you just had, and also you had a better class of crowd, I guess. Is that what it is? Is that what it is? Because you didn't. I'm gonna be real honest with you.
Right. We had first class. Let's see now. We
There
would
we
have
go.
passenger or baggage or something like what. I don't know what
Right.
the lowest level on a plane is.
Economy. I think
Economy.
that-
Oh, okay. I wouldn't know.
Main too.
Yeah, I don't even say that out loud. It's just where I sit. All in the back.
Sprint
Okay.
Airways,
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
Just don't fly Spirit.
The
'cause you might
vestibule
be a Spirit.
area back there. Yeah, we ain't had none of that. Now we had the first class,
But it
all
was-
the way.
Yeah, they just had a better class of people that came through, and you got your bad apples and stuff, but none of those showed up for the play.
No,
And
they
thank
didn't.
God they didn't.
we had
Yeah.
an amazing crowd.
Yes,
That
an
was-
amazing crowd. Thank
Yeah,
you.
huge shout out to the crowd, man. I hope to see you all there next week again.
You can all come back again.
right.
Next week.
I hope so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we got to get these practices in. Okay, so yeah, because I'm already ready. I'm coming back from Vegas, man. I tried to get into my lines and everything, so I'm pretty good. What's going on, Blues House? I'm pretty good with my lines and everything, but it's different when you have practice. The practice makes everything good, and I just like to be around people. So let's get to these practices.
Yeah, the rehearsals.
Rehearsals, yeah.
Lord have mercy. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited, man. I know some of you are probably like, well, what's the show about? I want to say, well, come see it. And no. So think about it like this. I was actually riding over here, and I don't want to give this, this collegiate level answer. I just want to be straight up and just try to get everybody to understand. I think at one point in time, regardless of how nerdy you were growing up, I think it's safe to say we all experienced some level of puppy love at a time. So you think about your puppy love days, and hold on, I'm gonna give everybody a little bit of time, because some of us, we older on here, and some of them folks that's on here that I graduated with, I already know y'all, we in our 40s. I know where we came up at, see high. All right, let me give y'all a little time to think back. Okay, y'all good? Because we all went to separate elementary schools, and some of y'all went on the west side. So, think past, never mind. Think about your puppy love days and just the crazy things you used to do to get a girl's attention or a guy's attention. Just all the little shenanigans and he-nanigans that you would do to get their attention. Now, I don't know what adult puppy love is called. What is flirting? You can still flirt as a kid. What is adult puppy love?
I'm not sure exactly what stalking. I think that's what it is.
I think that's a crime.
Yeah.
I think that's
It's puppy love when you're a kid, but when it's like, hey, how you doing?
You sure smell good.
Right.
What you got
whispering
on?
in your ear, shorty.
Right.
So,
let me borrow $20 to the mall.
Oh my God. So think about adult puppy love and some of like slick lines that I say you, like because I'm too cool, but I ain't do all that. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Think about slick lines. Think about guys usually try to use their car as a magnet. You know what I'm saying? Just all the silliness you would do to get, whoever you're attracted to attention. Imagine that being on stage, going way past limits and barriers. And if you're in the military, way outside of them lateral limits, to let somebody know how you truly care about them. That's what you're going to get. That's a portion of it. That one right there. That's the main objective for one of the characters. There's also some real life situations that's going on in there. That is, it's touching. It's real life. I wanted to be able to create this atmosphere where there are things that it's hard to talk about because a lot of people will experience it. It's really difficult. Bring certain aspects into it and try to showcase a way that I would think people that have experienced that, this is how they get through that type of pain, or, something that's extremely common. And nowadays where children grow up in single parent households, the bickering that the parents that, the type of bickering that happens that the child, is present to. And or exposed to. Thank you. There might be a little bit of that mixed in there. Like Mr. Cruz just said over here, hey, he gave a very, generic description of his character and something that character is experiencing and things of that nature. So there's a lot into it. I think it is very well written, and we stay within a certain help me out now. I just went blank.
Area.
A certain area. There we go. I said I'm trying to keep it off of a collegiate level. We stay within a certain area of how this thing is written to make sure that all the stories flow, everything stays together. It's glued tight, and we're up there to have a lot of fun. Though there are some serious moments in it. When you got a whole lot of comedians, but that can the acting is so believable and the characters are so believable. It's like nobody sees Leroy Gordon up there anymore because some of the stuff that he has going on is not funny. And it was heartbreaking. And he already told you, people were literally trying to make a decision for him as if this was an interactive play. It doesn't.
You're absolutely right.
Can we change our lines according to what what the audience says?
You know what?
We should work that in there.
Yeah, we should. Yeah. What should he do?
Yeah, oh well.
You guys come find out January 15th, and we'll see if we do that or not.
No, but you talking to Herb. Herb might be like, yo, he might actually where we end up. He might write a play where we end up pausing and the guy says, "What should he do?"
But did you hear the humble brag that Herb just did about how well written it was? And who wrote the play, Herb?
Leroy Gordon.
Lies. Lies. I can't even read. I don't even know how I'm talking right now.
But aren't you Hispanic though?
Hola.
Right. Right. You Hispanic?
Yep. Nosotros como los perquetos.
Exactly.
Extra
Hetero
dry.
Ramirez.
Yeah,
from
right.
Florida.
Right.
So,
Exactly.
But I mean, it flows well. It has multiple stories intertwined in one place, and just to see how each character develops throughout the play is exciting. So I do suggest that you get your tickets and stuff like that, and come on out because simping is real. And simping is real, and when you get out of your
Don't be a
simpology, don't be a simp. Yeah. You know what simping is?
No, I was about to tell somebody that's on this live
It's
right
not
quick
easy.
Simping. Okay. I mean, I know a word that rhymes with it.
What, like pimping?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's the opposite of pimping. It's simping. Yeah, when you're simple minded. You know, look at it like this,
Okay.
right? You know,
It's
Man.
okay. Well, I explain it. I'll explain it.
It's you know.
Yeah, let Randall.
Go ahead, go ahead,
No,
go
you
ahead.
got it. You got it, Randall. It seems like you got it. Because if I explain it to you, it's gonna be like, it's gonna be weird.
It's gonna get a little weird.
Yeah.
Simping is just you're that
Yeah, Randall.
that guy.
Yeah.
You're just that guy.
Look at it like this, right? You mentioned puppy love as an adult, right?
Right.
And puppy love as an adult, if the man isn't about his business while in pursuit of the female and allows the female to use him for anything,
Okay.
then you're being a simp. You know what I mean? It's pretty much like, okay, well, I'm always available. I'm not giving her any, like, what do you call it? Any, like, barriers and stuff like that. You really like this person to the point to where you are giving everything that you got with really nothing in return.
You're getting pushed over a lot.
Yeah, thank you. Pushed over. You know what I mean?
Gentlemen. Now, I thought before we went live, y'all wouldn't get on here and expose me growing up. I thought we talked about that.
Did
Simping.
we? Yeah, simping.
Right.
I was simping.
We said we weren't going to talk about that. And I tried to play it off by saying that I didn't know what it was. And then y'all just went up here and told everybody that Herb's a simping. Or was one.
Is a simping.
Herb, you kind of scared me a little bit because I thought I was talking about me. I think.
Simping.
Yeah, I was simping. Well, Keita, she's upstairs. So
Yeah, don't be talking
but she understands. I got her now. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it don't even make a difference now.
Right.
All right,
But
now
when
got
everybody
baby
talk
powder in your
about
strong hand. You
yeah,
got it.
yeah.
I got you.
No, I ain't got no. I got some lavender oil. You ever been popping lavender oil? No, let me stop. No, but there was a girl I used to like in high school, like before I started liking Keita. Matter of fact, this was like when I first started in high school, like 9th grade. And her name at the time, her name was Veronica, right? And we used to stay in the same neighborhood. And I liked it to the point where it was like, yo, it was whatever. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that she really couldn't get up off me was money because I didn't have no money.
I ain't had none anyway.
Right. We was just not too long. We was like not too long evicted. So I was living actually with my aunt who just so happened to be in the other apartment that we got evicted from. Ain't that weird?
I'm moving. Where you going? Next door.
Right. Just like that. You know what I mean? And she, I mean, you know what I'm saying? And I used to like her or whatever, but you know what made it happen, what made me like despise her is because when we went through the eviction, I got talked about a lot. You know what I mean? So I cussed her out so bad that I knew I wasn't going to be a simp ever again.
Okay.
So at the end of the day, word of the wise, sometimes you just got to let them know.
Right.
Bless God.
Yeah. Simping ain't easy.
No, it ain't. You find out
Everybody
real.
that been a simp at least once.
Yep. I don't know who that is.
Well, Randa ain't. Look, that army soldier over here, he ain't vouched up to being a simp now.
No, he had been based off of this place.
Not like that? No.
Nope.
No, we're not gonna.
Okay.
About my 2 ex-wives, we're not gonna
Oh, really?
bring them up.
Two?
So, well,
Two?
almost 2.
Yeah, well, that is personal. I've learned something new about Randall. My man is he's a ladies' man.
Okay.
They're right. They're
That
cute
is,
together.
that is not.
Okay, I appreciate that Blues House. I should have looked over here. Simping. Ha 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 ha.
It's just being able to ran over by. Okay, maybe Blue's
Yeah.
thumb is. Blue got a big thumb, is what it is. I think he meant run instead of ran. Simping is just being able to ran over by a female. Never a simp, always a pimp.
Ran over by one. I got you. I'm there, Blue. Yeah. I'm there.
But I think at some point,
sipping.
I was about to say, it sounds like you sip in.
Yeah,
but I mean, at the end of the day, man,
got
I
that
think
pure white Henny.
every guy at some point, if they, because I'm not sure if any of y'all, did you grow up with a father in the home?
Well, according to my single parent, I was told I'm your mama and your daddy, so I'm a bit confused on that.
Okay.
But if in the physical form,
No. And how about you, Randall?
I had a stepdad.
You had a step. Okay, well,
yeah.
Showed up, yeah.
yeah, I had.
You said he showed up.
I had a stepdad that showed up. He did all right.
Okay.
He stepped up after a little bit.
Okay.
He's still good.
I had a lot of uncles. I don't know what that means, but I'm gonna be like this. It was like, yo, he's like, this is your uncle. He come through and next you know he gone. I'm not trying to say my mom was doing anything extracurricular, but all I'm saying is that I didn't have a steady male figure in my life.
Right.
So at some point you have to learn. You have to, and it happens at different stages in your life. Once you understand that you no longer a simp and you moved over into a man. You know what I mean? Just not letting being a pushover or anything like that by a female. It took me when I was when I went into the military, and my first year in the military after I got a boot camp, because I started dating Keita when she was when I was 2 years in. It was like that one and a half year I was talking to somebody and she was taking advantage of me a little bit because I had a car and everything. But then afterwards it was like, nah, no. And then you learn real cool that no is a nice word to say.
Right.
You can say it as many times and however you want. No, nah, no. And then you get to the extracurricular activity words that I would always say. But all I'm saying is that I grew up and became a man when I was in the Corps. So at some point, yeah.
Right. So let me ask you this. Do you think that because of your growing up situation and the lessons that your mom would have taught you, oh, you be a Prince Charming, oh, this is how you treat a lady, that would have affected how stern you would be in certain situations and probably make you more vulnerable to simp?
Agreed.
Okay.
Yeah, because I grew up in an all-female household. I'm going to be real. I grew up in an all-female household. It was just my mom, my grandma, and my sister. And then we'd go to a church, and then the church had nothing but females in it. No male leadership or guidance, anything like that. So I don't have nobody to look towards.
Right.
So other than what's on television, I kind of stayed in the room, played video games, and was hoping that my dad would cop out of the video game character and be like, yo, what's up, son? Hey, my name is Ryu. You know what I'm saying? But that never happened. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? It's like once I left, it was like as soon as I turned 17 and the recruiter came, I wrote my name down on the list and I was gone. And grew up. It took 4 years. Well, no, it took me, I feel like maybe like 2.5 years to become a man with making all of my mistakes within the Marine Corps. You know, and I would have rather made them in the Marine Corps instead of out of the Marine Corps because some of the stuff that I was doing while I was in there would have put me in state prison. You know what I mean? So all I'm saying is that I appreciate that. I would never take that away. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't have male leadership there. It's just that, you know, you start seeing things that you learn. There's two ways of learning. You can learn from someone telling you the right way to do it, or you can learn from someone and not want to do it the way they're doing it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, that's where I became a man at, and that's where I felt like, okay, my simping days had stopped.
Okay.
So that's it. And you can read my story on my page. If you want to learn more about how not to simp, you can get my book off of Amazon Prime. Simping ain't easy.
Right.
Or you can just come on January 15th to Murray Hill Theater.
Hello, January 15th.
MHTRocks.com and go get that ticket.
Right. You can learn all about simping. If you enjoyed this simping session, make sure you visit www.mhtrocks.com. Scroll down to Hetero's Closet, click on the link, and go straight down to VIP.
There we go. So listen, right?
If you do it quick.
Before we end the show, what I want to know is where can they find you at? Like, what's your social media? How can they get in contact with you? Because there might be individuals who end up seeing this show, listening to this podcast, and be like, okay, well, how can I get in contact with him to be a part of the show, possibly be able to contribute or to assist any way I can? Because there are people who like to volunteer for things like these and would like to be able to at least give their time to be able to assist. How can they reach you?
All right, so yeah, you can find me on Facebook, Herb Robertson, HerBertson, not Robinson or Robber without the T. Herb Robertson. You can find me there on Facebook. I'm primarily on Facebook, Instagram, same thing, Herb_Robertson. You can find me there on Instagram. And like I said, man, typically I don't post like too crazy stuff. I leave that to other people, and I find enjoyment reading other things that other people post. But I try to keep it clean. I try to keep it professional and just promote things that I'm doing around town. And clearly, if there's any production that I'm a part of or that I'm logistically putting together, I always promote it there and let everybody know, hey, we got a casting call, we have auditions for this, or this show is coming up. This is what we're doing, or by word of mouth, with Facebook friends that I've become friends with because of mutual friends, and we live right here in the same city. I'll reach out to you that way. Obviously, if you do have Facebook, just hit me up in my DM, just with questions and stuff like that. You start getting crazy, I'm gonna block you and all that good stuff like that because I don't have time for it. You can find me there. You can also find me at www.mhtrocks.com/Hetero's Closet. Click the link. That's another website that you can find me on. Another website that you can find me on is www.mhtrocks.com. Scroll down until you see Hetero's Closet. Click on it. Find the tickets of your choice. Buy multiples of them.
There's a discount if they buy more than 10, right?
You're right. So we
group-
do, man.
group
That's a
rate.
new feature that we add. It's an add-on to it. It's like a video game. So here's one of the add-ons that we have. I think this is a great feature for those of you that want to come in this big hoarding group.
Bring a church group.
Yeah, big group. Or, companies want to get together and, hey, man, you got 5 people to work over there. I got 5 people to work over here. Starting at least 10 people a group, you can buy a group rate. Those tickets will go for $30. That's $30 for one of each of the 10 people. So all 10 people, you got to pay $10, but it's a group rate. So I don't know who y'all gonna Cash App or who y'all gonna Venmo and all these other little platforms where you can exchange that money or however you gonna do it. But one person gonna buy these tickets and y'all need to meet up there and distribute them out. Okay, here you go, and here you go, and here you go. So a group rate going at $30 right there. Single riders, $35 or $50, or at the door, it's gonna be $40 the day of the show.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
Now, and how about you, Randall? What you got going on?
You can find me on Facebook also, Randall Cruz, or you can find me at realestaterandall.com. Realestaterandall.com. Can we say, how many times can you say realestaterandall.com?
How many times fast? Realestaterandall.com.
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 So yeah, or you can go find me on the Handy app. I'm 5-star rated on that.
The Handy app.
Handy Pro.
That's the name of the app?
Yes, you look at up the app. It's Handy Pro.
So it's like in the App Store?
Yep, and you can get people to come to your house and fix whatever you need to fix.
The
And
Handy
did
app.
not
it's
know.
Handy Pro.
Handy Pro.
Handy Pro. I know.
Go download the Handy
5-star
Pro
rated
and
Pro.
find Randall Cruz on the Handy app. 5-star Pro.
I'm a Handy Pro Premium
Handy Pro.
provider.
I can't even say it. Handy Pro.
Handy Pro Premium.
Handy Pro Premium. Randall Cruz on the Handy app. 5-star rating. He can fix any and everything in your household.
But mostly realestaterandall.com. You can send me a message. Instagram is real_estate_Randall, Real Estate Randall. So yeah, I'm kind of easy to find. You can Google me. I'm famous.
Okay.
You can Google him.
So it's MHT Rocks, right?
Right. MHT.
MurrayHillTheaterRocks.com.
All right, with an
Right.
S.
There we go.
And it's Rocks spelled regular, right?
Yeah, like them.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And then Randall, what's yours again?
realestaterandall.com.
You're going to make me spell all this out because I don't know how to spell real estate.
Estate.
RANDALL.
Okay, because I was about to say real
Real.
estate. Real estate.
That's right.
Randall.
All right.
Okay.
Help.
Yeah.
I'm
Help
trying-
me.
Go to the end, and then it's
Real.
D-A-L-L.
DALL.
DALL. realestaterandall.com. I will not only sell you a house,
Dollar.
I'll help you
Is
fix
that
it
it
as
right
well.
there?
We can fix it. We can sell it. We can help you buy one. Whatever you need to go.
Okay.
All right, so we'll go ahead and put both of those in the chat for all of y'all that's watching. And you are in the city. Y'all make sure that y'all go to these websites right here to get your tickets for Hetero's Closet. That'll be there on January 15th. Show starts at 6. Make sure you get there on time because my brother is he's breaking stereotypes now. He's gonna start the show on time, and if you ain't there, that's your fault.
Your fault.
You know what I mean? And then my brother, real estate Randall, he's selling houses, fixing flows, everything.
Right.
He does it all. He does it all. So y'all make sure that y'all go ahead and y'all support. Please like, comment, and share the video. And make sure that, listen, there are things that's going on in Jacksonville that you can do and have fun and it be clean and you can make it home safe. Make sure that you all continue to have a good week, rest of the week. And also, thank you all for tuning in to the Signal 27 show in the community because we definitely appreciate it. What's going on in the city is for everybody to enjoy. And I appreciate that. Y'all have yourself a good day. And bye.
Bye.
I'm trying to figure out how to end the community shows. It's so different. I swear. You know, hey, how you doing? This is the.
Yeah.
I might.
You need a tagline at the end.
Do I? Well,
Right.
give me a tagline. What's a good tagline?
Be safe and
The Signal 27 show in the community. Be safe and and bye.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? No. Listen, y'all, if y'all still watching, help us with the ending of the show.
Send your taglines to
send it to
realestaterandall.com.
or send it to realestaterandall.com so you can forward it over to us, or you can send it to the Signal 27 radio at gmail.com to help us close out the show. You know how things roll around here. We appreciate each and every last one of y'all. Thank you all because we are Jacksonville's #1 live comedy podcast. We are Signal 27. Y'all have a good day.
yeah. All right, for my Facebook Live people, man, I appreciate it. I'm gonna get out of here. It's past my bedtime and
Production.